Greetings. Hello, good evening, good day. Happy September, happy new month. Despite all of the challenges and all the things we've been experiencing, I'm finding it important to try to find joy and light in my experience as much as possible. But I wanted to come on here because I've just been thinking about this whole concept of leaping into like what's calling me or what's calling us. And the fact that we don't always give ourselves permission to actually answer that calling and respond to it and leap into it. And what I'm really talking about is the thing that's written on your heart, the thing that's been given to you to do, to create, to be, to breathe life into. And I'm sure that looks different for everyone, right? But only you know what that thing is. Only you know what your responsibility is, what your gift is to give to the world. And sometimes we don't give ourselves permission to leap into it. And so I wanted to talk about some of those reasons why we don't give ourselves permission to leap. And I'll talk about my own experiences. And if this resonates with you, let me know, what are some of the things that get in the way for you? Like when it comes to, you got that calling on your life. It's like, sometimes it's a whisper, sometimes it's like a really loud voice that's telling you to do something, but you just keep ignoring it. You keep on putting it to the side. But why? What is that thing for you? And for me, one of those reasons why is because sometimes I'm afraid to leap outside of my comfort zone. Right? When I know that, oh, well, you've been doing this, you're known for this, and you do this really well. So why are you going to go over there and do that? Because you haven't really done that before. Right? So sometimes it's just that self-criticism, like I haven't done that thing before, so I'm afraid to do it. So it stops me from doing it because I don't know anything about it, or maybe I do, and maybe I'm not as confident yet. So that's, one of the reasons that, for me, that what gets in the way of me leaping into what's calling for me. And I'm looking down at my notes because I want to make sure I hit these points that I took notes on. Another reason is that sometimes we think we have to have it all together, right? Like every little thing got to be together before I go out and leap. A lot of the women that I work with, my clients I do coaching with, sometimes it's like, well, I haven't done that thing because I don't have a website, or I don't have a logo, or I don't have this. And honestly, like the people who waiting for you and who waiting for your gift, they don't always really care about those things, like those technical things. They want you. They want the solution that you have to give to them. They want whatever that gift is that's yours. They don't necessarily need all of the things, together, and you don't have to have it all together in order to leap. I'm not saying go out there and start a business without, having some level of professionalism. Like you want to do that, but don't let that stop you from leaping. Don't let that stop you from moving forward. Don't let that stop you from taking a step. Because I think what happens is we think about, oh, we need to have all these things together. And if you don't have all these things together, if I don't have the website, if I don't have the logo, if I don't have, the social media or all these different things, then I'm not going to do it. But the truth is you can start with micro steps, right? Like micro leaps. You can take baby steps towards it, even if it's as simple as, let me just sit down and write down my ideas. Let me pull a journal out and just write down what's coming to me, because that's even taking a step. That's answering your calling. That's, making time for it. I think we prioritize a lot of things outside of ourselves. A lot of times that's like family, that's like our jobs and, things that are really important. But when you think about the gifts that you've been given, when you think about the calling that's been put on your life, by God, by the Creator, the thing that's written on your heart, and for us to ignore that, like how much longer are we going to just ignore that calling? So I'm just here to say, give yourself permission to leap. Give yourself permission to answer your calling. Give yourself permission to say yes to what it is that was given to you. And so, yeah, another reason I'm going to talk about is so many reasons that things that get in the way from us leaping. But I'm just talking about 3 of them today. And another thing I have here is that, we're afraid of failure, right? Let's say you actually do leap into that thing and you're afraid, you know what, I'm going to fail. It's not going to work. It's like we shoot it down before it even can blossom. Like, it's like we plant the seed and then we don't believe that it's going to grow. We don't believe we're going to see it sprout. We shoot it down with negative thinking and negative thoughts before it even has a chance. And so, what if it does succeed, right? What if it actually does work? What if you say yes to that idea and it is a success? What if a bunch of great things happen? Like sometimes we just got to shift our mindset and shift the way we think about the thing, because it's easy to get stuck in a whirlwind of negative thoughts around something, than it is to like really focus on the positive thoughts around it and the possibilities around it. And so yeah, like what if it really does work? Instead of focusing on it not working, what if it does work? And honestly, if you don't leap into it, if you don't answer it, then you're guaranteeing that you're going to fail. You guarantee your failure when you don't say yes to it. And so you'll never know unless you leap. So give yourself permission to leap. And again, I'm not saying that it's easy to do that. Sometimes, for me, what's really important is I live my life by like 4 foundational C's that, stand for clarity, confidence, courage, and creativity. Right. And so being able to have those C's and explore those, like I need to have some confidence. I need to have some courage. I need to be creative, and I need to be clear about where I'm going. So that's something that I actually teach through my coaching, one-on-one sessions and some of my workshops. And I'm actually going to be doing a course very soon. Be announcing it soon. But yeah. Like sometimes we just need a little support in order to feel that nudge and just lean into and leap into what it is that's calling us. And so I just want to encourage you to give yourself permission to answer that calling on your life. And so what are some of the things that are getting in the way for you? Leave a comment below to let me know. What are some of the challenges when you think about that thing that's been written on your heart? When you think about maybe something you have started, but you put it off to the side and you haven't picked it back up, your gifts. Like, why aren't you answering it? Why aren't you doing the thing that brings you joy, that fulfills you, that is something that only you can bring in the way in which you can bring it? What's getting in the way for you? I would love to know if you would leave a comment below and let me know. And and if this resonated with you, hit the like button and leave a comment. All right, y'all have a beautiful rest of the evening. Peace, love, and light.